think one of the most important skills I have learned in my life that I have started to value more I have lived is to truly having a patience in my life. How much that have enabled for me and how much good that have created for me. We don't often understand how much all of these things that we want, all these categories, how much foundation they need for us to sustain it, enjoy it as much as we can, take everything most out of it, so to say. We often think that we have to have everything so quickly and just like that, and we look at others and how they are managing and how their lives are and what they have and what I have not, comparing so much, thinking that we are some way behind, that there is something wrong with us. But I would say that if you don't have those things yet, it is even better for you. I think rarely patience is wasted and is for nothing. Completely opposite. There is so many good sides for it, and we should try to trust on it more. Of course, you have to use your own discernment again when I'm saying these things, and of course there is that aspect that you just can't be waiting passively. Of course there is good sides for being patient already in it. It is challenging you and making you grow positively. But if you ultimately want to get most out of it, you have to be actively doing things. But we shouldn't be try to keep in some kind of certain kind of image in our lives, and that we have to have these kind of things in our this point of our lives. Look at our lives so negatively. If you don't have certain things in your life, it can be the most beneficial thing actually for you. One of the most beautiful things is that you can have something to hope for, something to wait for, that is giving you that hope and willingness to live positively and creating so much good in your life. I wouldn't want that situation that I get everything that this life have to offer easily, and then I wouldn't be appreciating these things, and then I just experience those things, and then I ask, what then? Why I'm here anymore? And there is nothing to wait for, nothing exciting coming for. And that would be one of the most horrible situations that you can find yourself. We should always try to think how we can maximize the potential in our lives and these things that we want in life, how we can enjoy the most of those things. And we have to make ourselves ready for those things, get those certain kind of abilities or traits and skills and all these things that enable us to enjoy it the most and sustain it. And these things often take time, and that is why I also value so much being alone in our lives in some point of our lives. Not constantly chasing something. Just take time with yourself and developing yourself. You probably all have something in your lives that you have waited so much and then things didn't go like you planned, and then you just felt really horrible when everything collapsed. There is always two ways to go about things. You can concretely experience things and learn that way, or you can go things on your own way alone and try to just live and develop yourself, and that way preparing yourself for those things, and then you don't have to go that painful process of taking away from things from you, all those things that you wanted. And I would say that the later one is better one for all of us. Of course it is not possible for all of us, and there is always good sides for every route, and it don't have to be that one route is the only right for you, and there is different routes for all of us to what is right for us. But I would want you to look at your life differently. Those things that you don't have yet, that maybe that is a really good thing, instead of just looking at all the wrong things as something wrong in it, something like in a negative way. But something that enables you to experience all those things the most beautiful way as can be, or at least better way, and something that maybe those others don't have, that you look at so jealously. It is always so important to focus on yourself and just keep the bigger picture always in mind. You always try to create that foundation, and on top of it more and more, and going for the better, not the other way around. And if you can keep that in mind, you can see so many things differently and be satisfied for where you are. And try to understand that it is not about the only for the current circumstances in your life, but how I see this life is, it is so much about investing, doing things that are uncomfortable you and that challenge you, for you to live better life day by day in the future. Realizing the potential in you, and that you have more and more to wait, and then your life is constant upward trajectory that you can enjoy and enjoy more. Something so beautiful for you to wait, and that keeps your motivation and hunger and life satisfaction up. The good things come to those that can wait. It is some kind of saying, and it is completely true in many cases. Try to challenge you, and of course this patience thing is not easy for us, but that is just how many things are, that the most beautiful things and things that you can enjoy most they have to challenge you in some way. I wouldn't want those things that I want just like that, because actually the creating phase, the challenging phase, is creating the meaning for it in the most times, mostly. So I would truly hope that you can take these things with you today and living more satisfactory life, and try to recategorize your values, prioritize differently, and just start building instead of just destroying. You have to have that foundation in order to you to keep everything intact. And that is one of the most beautiful things that you can truly have, that most of us don't have. When we just chase immediate pleasure, there is that big high and then big downfall very, very quickly. But if we try to be patient and work on things before we get these things, then we get that some kind of high, and then we can sustain it. And that is many times more beautiful for all of us, for you to go through experience. I thank you so much for being with me again on this beautiful day, and hope you truly that you can find your own light and happiness and satisfaction and all these good things in your life that we all deserve, finding you and all these things. And of course, if you're interested about personal coaching in some kind of area, be free to check out the description box as always, and ask any questions if you have any. Always happy to answer them. Hopefully see you next time on the next message. Take care and thank you.